What's going on, 20-somethings? I'm your host, Jaisha Smalls, but you could call me Jay Couture, and welcome to the Twenty Til Podcast. The Twenty Til Podcast is all about navigating the time in your 20s. If you're watching on YouTube, hey YouTube, make sure at the end of this video, you head to your favorite podcast platform and listen to the full episode. You can tune in on the Alive Podcast Network, subscribe, and let them know you're there to listen to Jay Couture and the 20 Til Podcast, or you can head on over to Pandora, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Apple, anything else. And be sure to rate the podcast 5 stars, nothing less than. So on today's episode, I thought it would be perfect to catch up because I know, for a while, baby, the 20 Til Podcast, she was silent. She was on, look around, everybody on mute. It's quiet. And then it was like, I popped up out of nowhere, made an announcement that I'm on a podcast network, and then start dropping episodes and being active all over again. And y'all probably like, girl, where was you at? So we gonna dive into it. So from February till July, the podcast was on mute, okay? The mic was off, the cameras was off, everything was just off, okay? Nothing. I mean, nothing. Now, if you know, you've been here since the beginning, the intro episode. I let you guys know that I am a substitute teacher, and I've been doing it for, right now would be probably like a year and some change. So being a sub, I would say it has its pros and cons. I would say the biggest pro is that you get to create your own schedule. I'm the boss. I pick and choose when I want to work and when I want to not work. But let me tell you, when I say my heart goes out to teachers, my heart goes out to teachers. You get to really see firsthand what it's really like being a teacher full time. And it's really draining. It's draining, y'all. Like, these kids these days, they're different. I be like, did I used to act like this in school? I probably did, but not to this extent. Like, oh my God, these kids, God bless the children. God bless the children. But I feel like because, being a sub, I see different kids. One day I'm with first grade. Next day I'm with sixth grade. I would say when you're a teacher, you know your kids. You got the same consistent kids over and over and over and over. So you kind of get it. You know how to work with them. You know how to maneuver. You know what to expect from them. But when you're seeing different kids every day and not knowing what to expect, I just say a prayer every day. I just have to pray that today is going to be a good day. I'm going to get through it and we're going to be good. But it definitely was draining for me. It was so draining. Being drained started to affect my creativity, my energy, my consistency. Like, I just found myself just being so tired. Like, I was just so tired, and I just wanted, when I wasn't working, I just wanted to sleep. Like, I just didn't want to think about nothing else but catching up on my sleep to tackle the next day or the next week and just get through it. It was draining, y'all. It was so draining. And not only just that, I started to feel stuck between needing the funds. I need a job. I need to work. But while also, working this in-between job, wanting to build my dream and go after my dream and chase my dream. Like, this is something that I actually want to do. I got a degree in it. And I found myself just being so drained that I just didn't even have the energy to just go after it. So for this episode, I just had to talk about what it feels like when your reality doesn't match the career that you dreamed about and how you just keep showing up anyway. So like I had talked about in the beginning, I was mentally drained, overly exhausted. Like, y'all, when the weekends came, I literally would sleep my weekends away. And I didn't care. Usually I feel guilty for sleeping, and we're going to get into that. Or just knowing that, it's stuff that I want to do, things I want to get done. But I'm just like, I need the rest. But it was one time that I knew, I was like, oh yeah, something wrong. It was a Thursday. I had the most craziest experience with these 8th graders, right? Now, that day, I was only supposed to work a half day. So I really don't want to get into it too much, but y'all, it was just a crazy experience. When I say the 8th graders was off the chain, the 8th graders was off the chain, and they didn't even care. Like, they didn't even care. Luckily, it was like a co-teacher type of position, so I had somebody else in the room with me. And in that type of space, the co-teacher is supposed to like really take over, and you just supposed to like, help if the teacher needs the help. So their own teacher that they literally see every day of the week, they was off the chain with her. So you think when I'm in the room, they don't, I'm just there. They don't care. I was just so shocked. So I'm waiting for the teacher to come to, relieve me, and I can go home because it's a half day. So I'm ready. I'm ready to bounce. Time rolling around. She not coming. So the co-teacher is like, well, I'm going to, email her or message her to see if she's coming because I know she's been sick. So she told me, she said, yeah, she's not coming. So I was like, ooh, I really don't want to stay. I really, I really don't want to stay. But I felt so bad for her. I'm just like, I'm going to stay. So I ended up staying the whole day. Ended up leaving. And when I tell you, them teachers looked at me like, you survived? Like, you good? You coming back? No. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. I ain't coming back. That was Thursday. So I'm like, Friday, I'm not working. This day, they really did me in. Them 8th graders did me in. I'm cool. I need a minute to recoup. Like, I'm not working tomorrow. But I'm like, I really could, get the little money, what I'm saying? I really could. Like, my check would be nice. I can't, miss a day. Let me stop, missing days. Like I said, I'm in charge of my schedule, right? So an assignment coming for Friday, and it's for the media center, which is the library. So basically, when you substituting in the media center / library, it's chill. Like, it's rarely that it's really rare that you might actually have to do something. So I usually bring my laptop, I edit. I may have to like put books back and help students with certain things, but other than that, it's like super chill. So I was like, okay, Thursday, it was a lot. So Friday, I'm gonna be in the media center. Real chill. Next day come Friday, boom. I'm waking up. I'm like, yeah, it's Friday. It's going to be real chill. They going to go by fast. I'm going to be in the library. All good. My phone ring. Hi, Miss Smalls. This is the principal. I was just calling to ask you if you would be interested in substituting a 5th grade class today instead of being in the media center. What do you think about that? Would you be interested in that? And I'm on the other end of the phone like... In my head, I'm like, ma'am, no, I'm not coming at all. Like, I'm not coming at all then. Like, I'm good. You don't know the day I had yesterday. I'm not coming. No, I'm not coming at all then. No. But because the majority of us, especially in our 20s, are working jobs for stability while trying to create something more. And for me, like in that moment, I felt like I was losing momentum with my podcast. And the guilt that came with that, it was hard. Like, I was just stuck in the middle of feeling grateful that, I have a job and I have income and I'm able to provide for myself when need be, but missing the part of being in my creative element, like really being able to focus on my passion project, which is my podcast, or spending the weekend sleeping because I needed it. Okay, I needed it bad. When I should really be working on my podcast, dedicating time to it. And it's not like I didn't want to. Like, I really, really wanted to. But I don't know, I guess in that moment, I just let, the draining and the tiredness just take over everything. Take over me. And I just couldn't push myself. And that's what left me feeling guilty. And the thing about it is that it's completely normal to work a job that's not your dream job to help you stay afloat or to help fund your passion project, like me, fund your dreams. But the part where it becomes unnormal is when you let the job stop you from pursuing your dreams, stop you from your purpose, stop you from living. That's when it becomes unnormal. And that's when I had thought about the movie Soul. So another story time, right? This is really good. We have all these story times, but this is like quick. This actually happened to me recently, like literally probably like 2 weeks ago. I was watching TV. If you still got cable, like this episode, I know a lot of us, but even this movie you could watch on a streaming app, but I still have cable around here, you know. Shout out to my mom. And the reunion was about to come on for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but as I was scrolling through the TV guide, I saw that the movie Soul was coming on. This is a fun fact about me. I love to like watch animated movies from when I was a kid. Like one day it would just come randomly. Like, I want to watch Ratatouille. Oh, I want to watch Moana. I want to watch Monsters Inc. Like some days I'm like, I want to be a kid and watch a little Disney movie, you know? I had saw that Soul was coming on and I was like, let me record it. Like, oh my gosh. just to watch it, casual watching. And I recorded it, and I want to say like a couple days later, I was like in the bed and I was like, oh yeah, I got Soul recorded. Let me watch it. And you know how when you rewatch a movie, you see things that you didn't see the first time, or you realize some things that you didn't realize before while you watching the movie. That's the moment that I had. So if you're not familiar with the movie Soul is based on Joe Gardner. All his life he wanted to play jazz professionally, but he ended up being a music teacher. Y'all see where I'm going with this. If you watch the movie, you know where I'm going with this. But if you haven't, follow along. Fast forward, he finally gets the opportunity to play professionally one night. And he's so excited. He finally gets to live out his dream. Right. So to sum up the movie Soul and this 20 Til Podcast episode, the 20-somethings that can relate to this episode, I'm going to, leave you with this. Don't let your circumstances make you forget that you're still showing up. You're still living life, and that's what really matters. That's the only thing that matters. I find it crazy that, as I'm filming this episode, it's definitely back to school time where I'm living at. So I feel like this is like low-key like a full circle moment, because I definitely don't want to go in this school semester feeling how I felt the previous semester. So if anything, I feel like this episode is on time for me. And I hope that whoever's listening out there, that it's on time for you as well. So yes, work will start back up for me soon. And as I'm recording this episode, I'm definitely thinking about the ways that I can be better to myself. I definitely want to take care of myself better and not abandon my passion, my dream, my baby, my podcast. Because that was the thing I also said when I first started the podcast. Like, I don't want to have to, my worst fear was starting it and stopping it. And I can't believe that literally happened. But I got back though. I got back. But I don't want to have to abandon what actually fulfills me and makes me happy. I don't want to abandon you guys, I'm taking a charge for myself on some ways that I definitely want to be better this school year and take care of myself better. One way is I just definitely want to take care of my health. I want to be on top of my vitamins. I want to be able to drink water more, work out, go for walks at least, just to clear my mind if I'm feeling drained, I also want to motivate myself more. I feel like I have to push myself. I really have to push myself, because I low-key will get into these moments where I feel sorry for myself. I don't know. And maybe feeling sorry might be a little bit too dang, that may be like a little bit too harsh, but I feel sad. I be feeling sad for myself, because it's like, you gotta do it. Like, you gotta do it. How else you going I know there's other ways and there's other jobs, but it's like, this is what right now. If I'm being for real, that's who's hiring right now. Everybody else ain't hiring. They say they hiring, they're not hiring. If you really want a job, you gonna have to go into the school system. They hiring. They need teachers. They gonna hire you. I didn't want to be a teacher, but I'm here. I saw a video on TikTok and I want to say it was on the lines like, if somebody was to like have a camera to film your life and you talk about yourself being a go-getter and a dream chaser, you be grinding. And really what it looked like is that you not up late at night going after your dream. You on the weekend sleep. Would it really match up to what you really say you are and what you really about? No, that doesn't match up. I have to do better for myself. I have to push myself through the tiredness. I have to wake myself up early. I am a night owl. I work so much better at night. I be up. It's like all my creativity comes at night. All my ideas comes late at night. I would rather work late at night than during the day. I don't know. I cannot work during the day. It's too many distractions. At night, everybody sleep. There's no distractions. I want to be a person that wakes up early in the morning. I do. Another thing, I want to be able to give myself more credit. Celebrate myself more. Celebrate the small wins. I feel like a lot of us, when we accomplish things, we be like, okay, boom, that's done. Now what's next? When it's like, we really should celebrate ourselves. Girl, treat yourself to some ice cream. Go get a bottle of wine and sit on the couch and bask in the ambience. Do something. Another charge that I'm giving myself is I want to be able to enjoy my weekends more. Enjoy the times that I have off instead of just spend those times catching up on rest and sleeping and in the bed. I want to be able to go out, be in the streets, be outside, I'm kidding. Not kidding. But I want to be able to enjoy being 20. I'm not going to be 20 forever. Okay, we're not going to be 20 forever. We got to enjoy this time. Like, yes, we work hard and it's a lot. And sometimes, all you want to do is sleep. But get outside. Touch grass. Touch grass. Remember I said that before? Touch grass.